he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Shit. Hey, Ripley. Shit. Echo. Hey, check Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
That's the way. Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't need to. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Well, they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This one caught by Crowder. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
52, black 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Where's 52? Black 52. 52's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. 52. Go.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set. 8, read. Twist. 5.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Pick it up. Snap.
On 2nd down. Bolton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
65.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
25, check 25, check 25. Shoot.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, one set, one back. 54. Mike's 54. It's our time. It's our time. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Delta.
The final shot before the break, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, Connor looking for space. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's go. Come crouch. You don't know no better. Right here, guys. Fight for me.
Be dribble.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
54 miles.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, QB, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
54. And we got to get to the first.
This is Scarborough. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, echo.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
51's the mic. 51.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Break.
52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Get it.
Rudolph on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Nope.
He's got a man, complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now Scarborough gets past him at the 10 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Rabbit. 44's the mic. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go. Kill. You go tight.
Hard.
You got tight right there.
Go. Fight.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Big hold to the 30. Got an open man. It's Washington. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
But it's now 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Give me some.
Leo.
No.
Yeah.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
at me. Door. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Back to throw, Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, team 6.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
Check 24.
Hit it.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
You ain't doing nothing. You're out. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, bravo. Shoot.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. That field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Are the blue lady?
15. Check my 15. All day, baby. All day.
It's Scarborough again. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. And not Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Attack, attack.
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hatch it.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing.
Hey, yellow, go going.
Slam. Rush in. Watch twins. Check safety. Check 13. Hey, watch it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike.
I don't need to.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.